props have contributed to the image of many UK Prime Ministers over the years, from Churchill's cigar to Thatcher's handbag. In this video, we will be examining the significance of Neville Chamberlain's umbrella, which was initially powerful but was later turned against him. Neville Chamberlain was born in Birmingham in 1869 and was the son of the influential politician Joseph Chamberlain, who was often pictured with his monocle. Neville would have been likely to have learned a few things about how to use props for power during his youth from his father. Despite initially showing little interest in politics, Chamberlain became Lord Mayor of Birmingham in 1915 and decided to stand for the House of Commons after the First World War, which quickly saw him elected as an MP in 1918. Chamberlain threw himself into parliamentary work and quickly established a reputation for being a well-prepared debater who was committed to social reform. He was seen in public with an umbrella from 1924 when he was bought an umbrella by his wife from Thomas Brigg & Sons, makers of umbrellas and canes in London, who served royalty and heads of states from all over Europe. By the time Chamberlain succeeded Baldwin as Prime Minister in 1937, he was already associated with the umbrella and was rarely seen in public without it. For his supporters, the umbrella represented how Chamberlain was prepared and reliable, and how his policy of appeasement was the only way to preserve peace and stop bombs raining down on Britain. However, to his opponents, his umbrella demonstrated how cold and out of touch with the public he was, sheltering himself away from their opinions with it. On the 29th of December 1938, carrying his umbrella, Chamberlain travelled to the Munich conference to settle the Sudetenland Crisis. The conference concluded with an agreement to allow Germany to occupy and annex the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. Upon his return, Chamberlain declared he had secured peace for our time by averting war with Germany. There was a feeling of relief amongst the British public following his announcement.
Consequently, Chamberlain's umbrella was more popular than ever. It was viewed as a symbol of protection as well as a symbol of peace, similar to an olive branch. In the weeks following the conference, Chamberlain was showered with gifts, which included several new umbrellas. Umbrella sales soared in Britain, America and Europe. A new dance craze swept Paris, which involved hooking your partner with an umbrella. Sugar umbrellas were displayed in shop windows, and a new cocktail called the umbrella was invented in London to celebrate the success of Chamberlain's policy. Such was the popularity of the umbrella that the Yorkshire Evening Post remarked, "The Premier's umbrella has eclipsed Lord Baldwin's pipe as an expression of all that is most British." This cartoon from the Daily Telegraph shows Chamberlain with nothing but his umbrella and hat facing off against Mars, the god of war, who is equipped with a dagger. This cartoon celebrates Chamberlain's success and shows how he was viewed as a hero who had stopped the war at the time with his trusty umbrella by his side. However, these few months of positivity would come crashing down. The Munich Agreement was broken less than a year after it was signed, when German troops invaded the rest of Czechoslovakia in March 1939. The Nazi invasion of Poland on September 1st later that year led to the deadliest war in European history and the largest genocide in world history. Almost until the final minute, Chamberlain remained convinced that peace could be achieved. His umbrella quickly turned from a symbol of decency and goodwill to a mockery of a weak, naive official. In July 1939, the Edinburgh Evening News noted, "Mr. Chamberlain's umbrella, last year a symbol of peace, has now become an object of ridicule." Hitler continued to mock what he viewed as the weak pacifism of the British. He named the Luftwaffe bombing campaign of Birmingham Regenschirm, umbrella in German. The iconic image of Neville Chamberlain stepping off the plane from Munich with his umbrella in hand ready to wave his letter to the world is now viewed by most as a moment of naivety, and his umbrella has been used by cartoonists to represent Chamberlain's failed policy of appeasement ever since.